Hello, my beautiful radiant Leo souls, and welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom, your sacred space for diving deep into the celestial currents that shape our magnificent lives. Have you ever felt it? That profound, almost shocking sensation when your light, your magnificent, generous, radiant light, is suddenly dimmed by the actions of someone you held close to your heart. There are these moments, aren't there, where your soul, your powerful lion's instinct, roars a warning that your mind desperately tries to silence. A feeling that your loyalty, your immense generosity, and your boundless warmth have been treated not as the precious gifts they are, but as an endless resource to be exploited. The deepest wound, dear Leo, isn't the betrayal itself. Oh no. The true shock, the one that is about to be unveiled, is the realization that a woman you trusted, someone who basked in your glow, has been secretly nourishing her own shadows with the very light you so freely gave. So I invite you now, find a comfortable space, take a deep centering breath, and walk with me on this powerful journey of revelation and reclamation. I promise you, you will not want to miss a single moment, because right up ahead, we are opening the very first chapter of your grand comeback. Now, my magnificent Leos, let's talk about something truly extraordinary that is flowing your way. Have you ever paused in the quiet moments, perhaps after a long day of giving your all to the world, and wondered, has my generosity, has my unwavering strength, has my golden heart ever truly been seen by the universe? Well, today the cosmos is not just whispering an answer, it is roaring it back to you with the force of 1,000 suns. What is coming is not mere luck, my friends. This is your divine inheritance. This is the universe restoring your royal treasury. This is cosmic justice, a key to a new level of freedom that has been written in the stars for you since the moment you were born. If your heart is roaring yes in recognition of this truth, then do me a favor right now. Let me know you're ready to reclaim your throne by typing in the comments below, I am prepared to face the truth. And while you're there, if you haven't already become a part of our Cosmic Wisdom family, please press that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I want to make sure you never miss these life-altering cosmic updates, crafted with love just for you. For a long time, I used to think of money as just a tool, a simple means of exchange. But as I've journeyed deeper, I've come to understand that for a soul like yours, dear Leo, abundance is something so much more profound. It is a form of energy. It is a reflection of value. It is in its purest form, applause from the universe. When it flows in the right direction, it doesn't just sustain life. It builds empires of joy. It fuels creative passions. And it allows you to be the generous, magnanimous leader you were born to be. But when that flow is blocked, when it's diverted by those who don't deserve it, it can feel like your very life force is being drained, leaving you gasping for air in the river of life. And how many times, my noble Leo, have you stood in that draining current, choosing to give, choosing to support, choosing to uplift others, even when your own reserves were running dangerously low? In the grand cosmic map, you, Leo, are ruled by the sun itself. Think about that for a moment. The very center of our solar system, the celestial body that gives life warmth and light to everything around it. Your nature is to shine, to give, to create. But please hear this now. The universe has never, not for 1 second, forgotten its debt to you. It has allowed you to walk through seasons of shadow so you could learn the unshakable strength of your own inner light. And now, at the very moment you may have felt your radiance dimming, the cosmos is sending a tidal wave of blessings. This abundance, this money that is flowing toward you, is not some random lottery win. It is the universe's testimony. It is a declaration that every act of generosity has been recorded, every moment of strength has been witnessed, and every silent wound to your pride has been noted in the great celestial ledger. I once had the privilege of knowing a truly magnificent Leo woman. She was a creative force, a natural leader in her community. She poured her heart, her energy, and even her own funds into projects that lifted everyone up. But she had a friend in her inner circle, a woman who constantly praised her to her face, while subtly draining her resources and undermining her behind her back. When the betrayal was finally revealed, the Leo woman was left not just emotionally wounded, but financially depleted. She felt her light had gone out. But then something miraculous happened. An old creative project she had generously mentored years ago, one she had long forgotten, was suddenly picked up for a major deal, bringing her a financial windfall that was 10 times what she had lost. She told me she wept not for the money itself, but for the beautiful, undeniable message from the universe. Your light can never be extinguished, and your generosity always returns to you magnified. This is the truth that is whispering to you right now, Leo. True wealth is not just about what's in your bank account. It's the profound relief of a heart that is no longer burdened by the weight of being undervalued. Every dollar you've invested in others, every ounce of energy you've shared, every moment you chose to shine your light on someone else's dream, it was never ever lost. It was simply gathering interest in your cosmic account, waiting for the perfect moment to cascade back to you as a golden harvest of peace and recognition. So have you, through all these years, ever sat alone, staring into the darkness, holding on to the faith that one day the universe would acknowledge your worth and open a grand door for you? Because this right now is that moment. This is the light beginning to flood through the cracks of a temporary shadow. So take a breath with me. Close your eyes. Place a hand over your powerful heart. Feel its rhythm beating like the sacred steady drum of a magnificent kingdom. That is not just blood flowing through you, Leo. That is the testimony that you are alive, you are cherished, and you are divinely protected. But remember, my beautiful friend, this influx of abundance is only the first part of the blessing. It is a gift to help you stand taller, to refuel your creative fire, and to walk with your head held high. It is not the whole story, because a profound truth is about to be unveiled, a secret that someone very close to you has kept hidden in the shadows. And when this truth comes to light, you will find yourself standing at the precipice of a powerful awakening, a point of no return, from which you will emerge more sovereign and more brilliant than ever before. Have you ever been in the presence of someone close, hearing them shower you with praise and admiration, yet deep within your being, in that unshakable core of your lion's instinct, a powerful voice roared, "This is not real"? Have there been moments when you looked into their eyes and sensed a flicker of something that didn't align with their words, a shadow you couldn't quite name? But you silenced that instinct, didn't you? You chose to believe in their performance, to give them the benefit of your royal doubt one more time. This is the truth, Leo. The woman closest to you, whether she is a friend you considered a sister, a colleague, or a family member, is the one who holds the key to this hidden drama. And the shock, when it arrives, will not just wound you because of the betrayal itself. Oh no, it will shake you because it is a direct assault on your trust, your judgment, and your magnificent open heart. I once believed that betrayal was a simple wound that time could heal. But then I witnessed proud, beautiful Leo souls caught in this very specific, energetic trap. You give your light so freely, you trust with such fierce loyalty, you protect your inner circle with the strength of a lioness. And it is that very generosity, that very warmth, that can be twisted into a weapon and used against you, chipping away at your brilliant spirit piece by piece. The most painful truth is not that this person was disloyal, but that they understood your nature. They knew how to exploit your desire for loyalty, your warmth, and your incredible pride, and they used it as a stage to play out their own drama, all while standing in your spotlight. In astrology, Leo is the sign of the heart, the stage, and the light of the self. You are here to shine, to express, to create, and to lead with love. You see the potential in others, and you want to see them as shine too. But your ruling planet, the sun, which represents clarity and truth, can sometimes create shadows. And it is in those shadows that insecurity and jealousy can fester in others. God, the universe, the divine source, whatever you wish to call it, never leaves you unprotected. He gives you a powerful instinct, a gut feeling, as your sacred alarm system. That tightening in your chest, that sudden feeling of being drained when a certain person is near, that is not your imagination, Leo. That is your royal guard, your sacred intuition sounding the alarm. I remember a story about a powerful Leo man, a business leader who had a right-hand woman he trusted implicitly. He promoted her, celebrated her, and gave her immense responsibility. He saw her as his most loyal ally. When he was around, she was his biggest cheerleader. But when he wasn't, she would subtly cast doubt on his decisions, quietly take credit for his ideas, and create division within the team he had built. He started to feel his energy drain, his confidence waver, but he couldn't pinpoint why. Until one day, a loyal junior employee, someone the Leo man had once mentored, came to him and exposed the entire web of deceit. The Leo man never confronted her. There were no dramatic scenes, no shouting matches. He simply removed her from his kingdom. A quiet, decisive royal decree of silence. Like the sun withdrawing its light, leaving her in the cold, stark shadow of her own creation. What is the lesson for you here, magnificent soul? Betrayal always reveals itself in the light of truth. You do not need to roar and rage. You do not need to prove your case in the court of public opinion. The inconsistencies in their stories, the faint praise that feels like a hidden insult, the way they shine a little too brightly in your reflected glory, these are the cracks where the truth is already seeping through. And once you, Leo, decide to trust your royal instinct, you will see with perfect clarity who truly belongs in your court and who is just an actor playing a role. The universe never allows falsehood to reign forever in the kingdom of the true-hearted. It will always bring the truth to the light so that your heart may be free. Perhaps you too have felt that deep pain, not because someone left your life, but because you realized they were never truly in it to begin with. You realized you were in love with a character they created. That kind of cruelty is not a dramatic storm. It's a calculated performance designed to make you question your own magnificent judgment. But hear me now, Leo. You were never wrong. Your generosity is not a flaw. Your loyalty is not a weakness. It is the very essence of your royal soul, proof that you love from a place of abundance and strength. Breathe in that truth deeply. And as you exhale, imagine yourself releasing the invisible chains that someone so skillfully tried to weave around your heart. The moment you choose silence, the moment you choose to withdraw your energy, you do not just reclaim your freedom, you open the grand doors of your castle for true miracles to enter. But this truth, Leo, this painful unveiling, is only the beginning. For after the shadow is revealed, a miracle is drawing near. A sacred gift from the universe is about to touch your soul, proving that every ray of light you have ever shared carries infinite worth. Stay with me, because this journey still holds a radiant doorway ahead. That is where your true power is revealed. And as a ritual for your heart, write below in the comments, "I believe the truth will restore my light." Dear Leo, have you ever asked yourself, after the sting of betrayal, after a trusted court member has been revealed as a traitor, leaving you to guard your kingdom alone, is there still magic waiting for me? Is there still goodness ahead? Oh, my beautiful Leo, listen closely, for this is the whisper of the cosmos, meant only for your ears. Miracles always arrive for you, but they often don't come in the way you imagine. They aren't always a sudden, dazzling spectacle. Sometimes they arrive like the first golden rays of dawn after a long, dark night, quietly but undeniably illuminating your world and reminding you of your own power. I once believed that pain only left scars, but the more I walk this spiritual path, the more I see that the universe never lets your heart break in vain. In astrology, your domain is the 5th house, the house of creativity, romance, and joyful self-expression. It is the house of miracles. The universe moves in a beautiful circular way for you. The generosity you have given, even that which was taken for granted, becomes the fertile soil from which the flowers of unexpected blessings will now magnificently bloom. I recall a Leo woman, a wonderfully talented artist, who was betrayed by her own sister. The sister had managed her finances and had been siphoning off funds for years. When the truth came out, the artist was devastated, losing not just her money, but her faith in family and her own judgment. She fell into a deep creative block, believing her inner fire was extinguished forever. But one day, feeling a strange pull, she went to a local charity auction. There, she saw a small, forgotten painting she had donated years ago. On a whim, she bought it back. As she was cleaning the frame, she discovered a hidden compartment containing a letter from her late grandmother, along with a rare and valuable piece of jewelry. The letter spoke of her grandmother's unwavering belief in her talent and her destiny. It was a miracle, not the return of the money, but the return of her faith. The universe had sent her a message through time, a whisper from her ancestors, reminding her of who she was. The experience reignited her creative fire, and she went on to create her most successful collection ever. And what is the powerful lesson in this for you, my dear Leo? Miracles do not come from a place of desperate need, but as a direct response to the purity, courage, and generosity you have consistently shown the world. An unexpected opportunity, a financial gift, a person from your past returning to thank you. These are the languages of the universe. They are God's way of roaring back at you. I am here. I have seen your magnificent heart. I have never left your side. Let your heart hear this with absolute clarity. Betrayal cannot steal your light. It can only temporarily cast a shadow upon it. And when the winds of truth begin to blow, you will see how brilliantly your own sun continues to shine. Have you ever thought that the good you have done has simply vanished into the void? Have you ever blamed yourself for being too trusting, too open-hearted? If you have let this story be a powerful reminder, no act of genuine, heartfelt generosity ever disappears. It simply travels through the cosmos, gathering light, until the day the universe sends it back to you multiplied 100-fold. So relax your shoulders, breathe in deeply, then exhale as if you are releasing 1,000 old wounds. Feel your heart, Leo. Feel it glowing with a quiet, powerful warmth. That is the sound of the universe preparing its next act for you. The miracle is on its way. But this miracle, as beautiful as it is only the beginning. Beyond it lies a quiet, powerful judgment. And that is the truth that will make your spirit soar. In the next part, the royal decree of silence. You will see the universe return everything to its rightful place. Before stepping forward, write this as a ritual for your soul. I believe my generosity has sown the seeds of miracles. My noble Leo, have you ever wondered what true divine justice really looks like? Is it a loud, dramatic confrontation, a public shaming of the one who wronged you? Or does justice sometimes arrive with a deafening, regal silence, like a mighty king or queen turning their back on a traitor, a simple withdrawal of presence that is more powerful than any punishment? The justice that is destined for you, Leo, is not loud. It is the profound silence created by the universe when you withdraw your light, forcing the one who betrayed you to finally confront the cold, empty darkness they created for themselves. I once thought that for justice to be served, a case had to be made, a verdict had to be declared. But then I realized that the universe's justice operates on a much higher plane. It does not need you to roar in anger or to defend your honor, because it has seen everything. It has recorded every slight to your pride, every tear you shed in private, every moment you questioned your own worth. In astrology, you, Leo, represent the fixed fire sign, the unwavering flame. Your silence isn't an act of surrender. It is the ultimate act of power. It is you conserving your sacred fire for those who are worthy. When you stop speaking, stop explaining, stop giving your precious energy to the drama, that is the exact moment the universe speaks for you. I remember a Leo man, a patriarch of his family, who had given his entire life to providing for his loved ones. When his wife's betrayal came to light, he did not rage. He did not cause a scene. He simply became silent. At first, the family thought it was a sign of weakness, of defeat. But weeks turned into months, and his silence became a palpable force in the home. The warmth was gone. The laughter was gone. The central life-giving sun of the family had withdrawn its light. The house was full of things, but it was empty of life. And his wife, she began to crumble. Not because anyone condemned her, but because she was forced to live in the cold, empty world she had created. She had to finally face herself in the mirror without the reflection of his loving, validating gaze. Remember this: Leo, divine justice does not need the sound of battle. It does not require you to lift a single finger in revenge. It rises from within the other person. It comes from a truth you no longer have to speak, but that everyone around them now feels. Your heart does not need vengeance, because every step you take forward into your own brilliant future, every moment of joyful silence you choose, becomes a powerful reminder of what they have lost. The universe never lets betrayal go unanswered. It simply holds up a quiet mirror to the betrayer, forcing them to see the truth of their own character. And for someone who fed off your light, the most devastating loss is not losing your financial support or your connections. It is losing you, losing your presence, losing the warmth that made them feel important, losing the generous heart that listened to their stories, losing the loyal gaze that made them feel seen. Your silence, dear Leo, is the withdrawal of the entire kingdom. It is the greatest punishment of all. Have you ever chosen this path of silence? Not because you had nothing to say, but because you realized your peace was more valuable than their drama. And in those moments, did you feel a powerful sense of calm return, like a great lion returning to a state of peaceful, confident rest? Close your eyes for just a moment. Listen to the powerful silence within your own heart. It is not emptiness. It is the whisper of the universe saying, "Rest, my child. Let me handle this." All you need to do is keep your own magnificent light burning for yourself. Justice is near, Leo. But do not think of this as the final act. For behind this powerful silence, another grand door is opening. A door where your intuition becomes your most trusted advisor, where you learn to read the signs the universe has been sending you all along. Do not turn away, because the next chapter, the lion's instinct, will show you that you are always being guided. Before moving forward as a ritual for your soul, write in the comments, "I choose silence and let the universe speak for me." Leo, do you remember those moments, those times your heart gave a sudden, powerful roar, as if your soul itself was trying to warn you? Perhaps you were about to enter a partnership, and everything on paper looked perfect, but a deep, unshakable feeling of unease settled in your gut. You looked at the person, you heard their promises, but your hand froze before signing the contract. Your powerful heart already knew the truth, even as your logical mind tried to argue. The truth is, Leo, you do not need external proof to know who is loyal and who is performing. Your heart, the very symbol of your sign, is the sacred compass the universe placed within you at birth. I once thought that intuition was just a fleeting feeling, perhaps even paranoia. But the more I have witnessed life's great dramas unfold, the more I have come to see that for a Leo, that gut feeling, that powerful instinct, is more accurate than any fact or figure. In astrology, you are ruled by the sun, the source of all light and clarity. It grants you a powerful inner vision, an ability to see through deception and to sense the true motivations of others. The Bible says, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." You, Leo, are that light. You carry a truth detector within your very being. I remember a Leo man in his later years, a true patriarch of his community. He told me that one afternoon, while sitting peacefully on his porch, a sudden, powerful worry for his son washed over him. There was no phone call, no bad news, just a clear, instinctual knowing that something was wrong. Hours later, he learned that his son had been on the verge of making a disastrous business deal with a man who was later exposed as a fraud. The old man just nodded. He walked over to his son, placed a firm hand on his shoulder and said, "I already knew. Let's thank the universe we listened." His instinct was like a guardian angel, a divine intervention that protected his kingdom from ruin. So please, my dear Leo, do not doubt your powerful intuition. It is not sensitivity, it is sovereignty. It is the flow of cosmic wisdom through your royal bloodline. It is God's roar, the sign you need to discern who is worthy of a place at your table and who is simply there for the feast. Every shiver down your spine, every strange dream that wakes you, every person whose energy just feels off. These are not random occurrences. They are divine signposts in the dark. All you need to do is pause, listen to your heart's roar, and trust it implicitly. Have you known those moments when you felt that something was wrong, but you talked yourself out of it thinking, "I'm just being too dramatic"? You silenced your own soul just to maintain a false peace or to avoid a confrontation. But now, Leo, you are wise enough to know your instinct is not your enemy. It is your most loyal protector. It is the voice the universe placed inside you to keep you from walking into traps laid by those with lesser integrity. Take a deep breath. Let your heart speak louder than the chatter of your mind. Let a moment of stillness open your inner ears so you may hear more clearly the powerful signals the universe is sending you. Perhaps even now, as you listen to my voice, your body already knows the answer to a question you've been asking. It is just waiting for your courage to finally trust it. This is your birthright, Leo, to know before others speak, to sense before the truth is revealed. And this incredible gift will lead you out of the shadows of illusion and back into the brilliant, empowering light of your own sovereignty. But do you know what lies beyond this powerful instinct? The final truth that will touch your soul is your rebirth. A new chapter, a new reign, a new brighter light awaits you. The next chapter, the Coronation, carries the final promise that betrayal is only the darkness that comes before your most magnificent dawn. Before we step into that final glorious light, as a ritual for your soul, write in the comments, "I choose to trust the royal instinct the universe placed in my heart." My beautiful Leo, have you ever felt so wounded by betrayal that you thought you could never truly shine again? Those long nights spent in silence, believing that the crack in your heart was permanent, that your trust was forever shattered. Let me whisper this to you now as a sacred truth. The unveiling of a painful truth does not come to destroy you. For a Leo, it comes to prepare you for your coronation. I once believed that a great loss meant the end of a story, but then I have witnessed it time and time again. Magnificent Leo souls, after the sting of betrayal, retreat into their caves. They sit in solitude, not to weep over the shards of their broken trust, but to gather them. They are not seeking revenge. They are not assigning blame. They are silently forging their pain into a crown. And at the moment they feel they have lost a part of their kingdom, a new, unshakable strength emerges. The strength of the sovereign who has been tested by fire and is now ready to truly rule. In astrology, Leo is the sign of kingship, of sovereignty, of the divine right to be oneself. This doesn't mean an end. It means the end of a role you are playing for others and the beginning of your true reign. The sun, your ruler, teaches you that the death of an illusion is simply the birth of a more authentic, more brilliant reality. And the universe has never abandoned you. It allowed you to walk through the shadows so you could fully appreciate the magnificent dawn that is now breaking just for you. It takes away those who are unworthy of your kingdom to make room for those who will celebrate your light. I will never forget the story of a Leo woman in her 50s. She had been betrayed by her business partner and best friend, who stripped her of their shared company and her life savings. Everyone in their circle thought she was finished. Yet years later, I met her again. She had moved to a new city, a place that felt like sunshine. She had started a small consultancy firm built entirely on her own terms, around her own brilliant ideas. She was glowing. Her eyes no longer carried the shadow of betrayal, but shone with the wisdom of a queen. She smiled and told me, "The day she betrayed me, I thought my reign was over. It turns out that was the day I was truly born to rule myself." What is the lesson here for you? My magnificent Leo, betrayal is not the end of your story. It is the invisible hand of the universe placing a semicolon so you can continue your epic tale in a grander, more authentic chapter. When you learn to let go of those who drain you, to listen to your royal instinct, and to trust the magnificent light the universe placed in your heart, that is when you enter your season of rebirth. You are no longer just a character in someone else's drama. You have become the writer, the director, and the brilliant star of your own life. The greatest joy you will feel is not in watching the betrayer face their karma. True joy is the moment you realize you no longer need their applause, their validation, or their presence to feel whole. True joy is when you stand in the morning light, take a deep breath, and know with every fiber of your being that you are free. You are no longer bound by their lies or caged in their toxic cycles. You have returned to yourself stronger, wiser, and more radiant than ever before. Can you feel it rising in your chest, Leo? A glorious, triumphant feeling, as if you have finally laid down the heavy burden of caring for those who did not care for you. Do you sense that each scar is not a mark of weakness, but a jewel that now adorns your crown? Pause for one final moment. Inhale deeply, exhale softly, and hear your heart beating in perfect peace. It is no longer the rhythm of a wounded lion, but the steady, powerful beat of a sovereign soul home on its throne. Here is the promise meant for you, Leo. The betrayal will fade into a distant memory. The abundance and miracles are flowing to you. Justice has been served by your regal silence. And now you step into a new chapter. The chapter of freedom, of brilliant light, of unwavering faith in yourself. Before we close this powerful journey today, as a final ritual for your soul, write in the comments, "I choose to trust my own heart, and I am reborn in my own light." Seal this powerful choice with a like on this video and share it as if you are passing the torch of courage to another soul who may be lost in the dark, waiting for permission to shine again. Thank you, my magnificent Leo, for walking this path with me today, with your whole heart. May you, after any and all storms, find unshakable peace, glorious abundance, and the brilliant light of your own magnificent being. Always believe that the universe has never left your side, and that every tear you have shed has only watered the soil for your most beautiful and triumphant season. May you be blessed with peace, prosperity, and a love that is worthy of your royal heart.